Okay. So in the last class, we had discussed about what is ethics and how ethics is different from morality and how much it is based on our value system over what are different types of ethics that we can classify the ethics into, and a little bit more details about that. Today we'll be talking about ethics for software professionals. So in last class, what we discussed is that for a professional, the ethics are not just about the business he is in, or let's say the client he is working for, or let's say the technology that he is interested in. It is more about having a combined set of many set of principles that will ensure that all the actions of that professionals are beneficial to all the stakeholders. Okay, so in that continuum itself, today we'll be continuing towards ethics that have been designed or prescribed for software professionals. So, what are software engineers? Can anybody just go ahead and read this paragraph? Anyone?
Large. So, software engineers are those who contribute by direct participation or by teaching to the analysis, specification, design, development, certification, maintenance, and testing of software systems. Because of their roles in developing software systems, software engineers have significant opportunities to do good or cause harm, to enable others to do good or cause harm, or to influence others to do good or cause harm.
All right. So, this is like the preamble of ACM IEEE Software Engineering Code of Ethics and Professional Practice. What they are trying to say that these days software has penetrated into the smooth functioning of a lot of different components in a lot of different industries. For example, if you will see anywhere, you will see a computer there, and if it is not a like a personal computer or a mainframe computer, you will at least see some kind of a mobile computing device there. All right, and those computing devices, those personal computers, they are all being used through some software, and that software has been designed by a software engineer, and that way it becomes very important that a software engineer understands its role. It can do or cause do good or cause harm to the society, its user, and any of the stakeholders that are connected or related to his profession. All right, you can read more on that, but we'll continue to the ACM IEEE Software Engineering Code of Ethics and Professional Practice. So now, what is it? In like the first lecture, we had studied about some professional bodies. In that, we discussed about two bodies. First was IEEE, Institute of Electrical and Electronics Engineers, and the other was Advanced Computing Machinery, that was ACM. All right. So these two bodies, they came together and they worked on establishing a code of ethics and professional practice for software engineers. All right. So we'll be discussing this here, and this provides a very comprehensive set of ethics to look out for as a software engineer whenever you are working on any product or offering any services as a software engineer. All right. So the first thing here is the software engineers must commit themselves to making software engineering a beneficial and respected profession. First of all, what you need to take care of that whatever you do as a software engineer should lead to benefits and respect. That should always be there. In accordance with that, shall adhere to the following code of ethics and professional practice. All right, so there are some other lines here within this paragraph, but I have omitted the other part. So basically, this is what they want every software engineer in the world to like stick to or adhere to. All right. Now, developed by the ACM IEEE Computer Science Joint Task Force on Software Engineering Ethics and Professional Practice, it is composed of eight principles, and all these eight principles cater to different set of stakeholders. So first is general public, second is client and employer, third is the product which we are working on, fourth is the judgment, fifth is management, sixth profession, seven is colleagues, and eighth is yourself, an individual. All right. So first we'll talk about public. So now the what this starting statement is that software engineers shall act consistently with the public interest. In all cases, we should ensure that public interest is preserved. So in that, the first point is accept full responsibility for their own work. Whatever you do, you will take responsibility for that. Second is moderate the interests of the software engineer, the employer, the client and the users with the public good. आपको किसी भी एक के इंटरेस्ट का ध्यान रख के दूसरे का नुकसान नहीं करना है. यू हैव टू इंश्योर दैट ऑलवेज द इंटरेस्ट ऑफ maximum number of stakeholders is preserved, and it should never lead to the harm of normal public, general public. Next, approve software only if they have a well-founded belief that it is safe, meets specification, passes appropriate tests, and does not diminish quality of life, diminish privacy, or harm the environment. तो आप जब भी कुछ भी सॉफ्टवेयर पे काम करेंगे, you will ensure these three things: that it does not diminish quality of life, diminish privacy, or harm the environment. The ultimate effect of the work should be to the public good. Disclose to appropriate persons or authorities any actual or potential danger to the user, the public, or the environment that they reasonably believe to be associated with the software or related document. आपको कोई भी ऐसी चीज पता चलती है which can bring danger to the user, public, or environment, you will inform accordingly. Next, cooperate in efforts to address matters of grave public concern caused by software, its installation, maintenance, support, or documentation. And finally, be fair and avoid deception in all statements, particularly public ones, concerning software or related documents, methods, and tools. Okay, you will always have to be honest with all the statements that you make in concern with your software or any of the documents, methods, and tools. Basically, कहने का मतलब है आप चीजों को मैनिपुलेट नहीं करोगे. Next is consider issues of physical disability, allocation of resources, economic disadvantage, and other factors that can diminish access to the benefits of software. जब आप कोई सॉफ्टवेयर बना रहे हैं, उसका आप कहीं पे इंस्टॉल करने जा रहे हैं, आप टारगेट यूजर बेस का ध्यान रखोगे that it should not prevent someone to use your software because of, let's say, his physical abilities or availability of resources or any economic advantage or disadvantage. And finally, last one is be encouraged to volunteer professional skills to good causes and contribute to public education concerning the discipline. यानी कि आपको अपनी पब्लिक स्किल्स के लिए सिखाने के लिए वॉलंटियर करना चाहिए फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, एंड सेकेंडली नॉर्मल पब्लिक को आपको अपने डिसिप्लिन के बारे में एजुकेट करने के लिए भी वॉलंटियर करना चाहिए. So this is what a software engineer should do when it is concerned to the general public. Next is client and employer. When it comes to clients and employer, the software engineers shall act in a manner that is in the best interests of their client and employer, and it should be consistent with the public interest. Now, it is very important to note here that while we are working for the client and our employer, we should always ensure that the public interest is not harmed. The first point is provide service in their areas of competence, being honest and forthright about any limitations of their experience and education. आपको कोई चीज नहीं आती है, say it clearly. You can learn it later, but inform the client that this is what my competences are. Not knowingly use software that is obtained or retained either illegally or unethically. आप किसी और का software use नहीं करेंगे illegally and unethically. Legally use करें, that is completely okay. Now use the property of a client or employer only in ways properly authorized and with the client's and or employer's knowledge and consent. Ensure that any document upon which they rely has been approved and when required by someone authorized to approve it. ठीक है, कोई भी डॉक्यूमेंट आप जिस पे रिलाई करें दैट शुड बी अप्रूव्ड बाय द क्लाइंट और द एम्प्लॉयर, और इन सम केसेस बोथ. नाउ कीप प्राइवेट एनी कॉन्फिडेंशियल इंफॉर्मेशन गेन्ड इन देयर प्रोफेशनल वर्क वेयर सच कॉन्फिडेंशियलिटी इज कंसिस्टेंट विद द पब्लिक इंटरेस्ट एंड कंसिस्टेंट विद द लॉ. आपको कॉन्फिडेंशियलिटी मेंटेन करनी है, बट अप टू द पॉइंट वेयर इट इज कंसिस्टेंट विद द पब्लिक इंटरेस्ट एंड कंसिस्टेंट विद द लॉ. अगर कोई पर्टिकुलर प्रोजेक्ट पे ऐसा कंपनी काम कर रही है विच इज अगेंस्ट द लॉ, so then you may have to break the confidentiality clause that you have signed with your company. All right. Next is identify, document, collect evidence, and report to the client or the employer promptly if, in their opinion, a project is likely to fail, to prove too expensive, to violate intellectual property law, or otherwise to be problematic. Okay. Identify, document, and report significant issues of social concern of which they are aware in software or related documents to the employer or the client. Accept no outside work detrimental to the work they perform for their primary employer. जब भी आप किसी एक पर्टिकुलर एम्प्लॉयर के लिए काम कर रहे हैं तो आप कोई भी ऐसा अदर आउटसाइड वर्क एक्सेप्ट नहीं करेंगे जिससे कि आपके एम्प्लॉयर के काम पे फर्क पड़ता हो, which detriments the quality of the work that you are doing for your current employer. That is like a universal ethic for all professionals. Next is promote no interest adverse to their employer or client unless a higher ethical concern is being compromised. In that case, inform the employer or another appropriate authority of the ethical concern. जब भी आप किसी एक ethical dilemma में आते हैं जहाँ पे कि आपके जो कंपनी के एथिक्स हैं या जो कंपनी की तरफ से जो आपके ऊपर बाउंडेशंस हैं दे वायलेट और आर इन कॉन्फ्लिक्ट विद अनदर हायर एथिकल कंसर्न, तब तक आप उन एथिक्स को फॉलो करेंगे और अदरवाइज आप अपने एम्प्लॉयर को या अप्रोप्रिएट अथॉरिटी को रिपोर्ट करेंगे. नेक्स्ट इज प्रोडक्ट. So what is the product for software engineers? What are software engineers trying to build?
Technology.
Softwares.
Not exactly technology, but softwares, right? In most cases, we are also offering services, but again, the purpose of those services is to create software. So now software engineers shall ensure that their products and related modifications meet the highest professional standards possible. जब भी आप कोई काम करें, you will ensure that you are meeting up to the highest standard. First is strive for high quality, acceptable cost and a reasonable schedule. ठीक है, आपको इन तीनों चीजों का ध्यान रखना है. Ensuring significant trade-offs are clear to and accepted by the employer and the client and are available for consideration by the user and the public. ठीक है, ये सब चीजों का आपको ध्यान रखना है when you are dealing with the client and employer. Next is ensure proper and achievable goals and objectives for any project on which they work or propose. Identify, define, and address ethical, economical, cultural, legal, and environmental issues related to work projects. And whatever you are working on, you will always take care of all these things. Ensure that they are qualified for any project on which they work or propose to work by an appropriate combination of education and training and experience. कोई भी प्रोजेक्ट हाथ में लेने से पहले you will always ensure that you have enough expertise into completing that project or working on that project. For example, अगर आप you have never worked in web development before, but suddenly let's say layoffs are happening in your company and you say कि okay, I can do web development project also, and you take up a project as a team leader. What would happen? That it will malign the image of the company as well as it will give a very bad experience to the client of that company. And in general, let's say if none of that happens and the project goes in the hands of the users, it can actually create a lot of problems for them. Okay, so we'll also always ensure that we have enough expertise before taking up any project. Next is ensure an appropriate method is used for any project on which they work or propose to work. You should always have a clear methodology of working on any project. Next is work to follow professional standards when available that are most appropriate for the task at hand, departing from these only when ethically or technically justified. जो भी standards बने हुए हैं, whatever you are working on, you will always stick to those standards. Next is strive to fully understand the specifications for software on which they work. आप पहले पूरा समझोगे कि मुझे क्या बनाना है, then you will start working. Next is ensure that specifications for software on which they work have been well documented, satisfy the user's requirement, and have the appropriate approvals. Ensure realistic quantitative estimates of cost, scheduling, personnel, quality, and outcomes on any project on which they work or propose to work, and provide an uncertainty assessment of these estimates. ठीक है, आपको हमेशा you should always try to strive on having good estimates about the cost, schedule, personnel, quality, and outcomes. And that is like a skill of software engineer. In software engineering, when you grow as a software engineer, you reach up to the higher positions such as a project manager or a team leader or a client manager or whatever your role is in an organization. But as you grow through that organizational ladder, it is expected from you that despite of your other than your technical knowledge, you will also have some knowledge into the good estimation of these parameters such as cost, schedule, personnel, and next is ensure adequate testing, debugging, and review of software and related documents on which they work. Okay. Ensure adequate documentation, including significant problems discovered and solutions adopted for any project on which they work. Now, this is for the team. For example, if you worked on a project, आपके पास कोई एक particular type का problem आया था, you spent let's say 3 days on solving that problem, you should document it so that at any point of time somebody else gets the same problem, they can refer to it and they can quickly get that problem solved. Next is work to develop software and related documents that respect the privacy of those who will be affected by that software. Okay. Next, be careful to use only accurate data derived by ethical and lawful means and use it only in ways properly authorized. Maintain the integrity of data, being sensitive to outdated or flawed occurrences. And finally, treat all forms of software maintenance with the same professionalism as new development. अभी सॉफ्टवेयर के टर्म्स में एक बात बोली जाती है कि सॉफ्टवेयर बनाने में जितना टाइम नहीं लगता उससे ज़्यादा टाइम उस सॉफ्टवेयर को मेंटेन करने में लगता है। फॉर एग्जाम्पल, गूगल वालों ने जब पहली बार सर्च इंजन बनाया होगा तब उनको उतना टाइम नहीं लगा होगा जितना कि अब इतने सालों से वो उसको मेंटेन किए जा रहे हैं। दे आर एडिंग अप मोर फंक्शनलिटीज टू इट, दे आर रिमूविंग एनी ऑफ द फ्लॉज दैट दे हैव, or they are removing any of the loopholes that people have started exploiting for search engine optimization and so on. So it is always true that the maintenance part is more important in software engineering when rather than when it comes to new development. Okay, so this point says that you will always show that equal forms of professionalism towards maintenance also as well as new development. That is very important. If you're good at maintenance, you will have more value. Take it from me. If you are good at new developments, you will have the job for some time and then you may not be required anymore. But if you are good at maintenance, then you will have the need always. Okay. Next is judgment. Software engineers shall maintain integrity and independence in their professional judgment. Whatever you are judging to in your profession, you should ensure integrity and independence. So first is temper all technical judgments by the need to support and maintain human values. Nothing you decide should go against the human values. Next is only endorse documents either prepared under their supervision or with their areas of competence and with which they are in agreement. Next, maintain professional objectivity with respect to any software or related documents they are asked to evaluate. Next, not engage in deceptive financial practices such as bribery, double billing, or other improper financial practices. Always avoid them. Next is disclose to all concerned parties those conflicts of interest that cannot reasonably be avoided or escaped. Got it? So definitely try to do that. Next is refuse to participate as members or advisors in a private, governmental, or professional body concerned with software related issues in which they, their employers, or their clients have undisclosed potential conflicts of interest. ठीक है, तो जब भी ऐसा कुछ आता है तो you will refuse to participate. Always ensure that. Next is about management. So as a software engineer, you are not only responsible towards writing the code or making the software, you also have to look after the people around you. And eventually, as you grow into experience, you will be more responsible towards managing other software engineers rather than writing the software yourself. So that is where the management becomes important. So here it says software engineering managers and leaders shall subscribe to and promote an ethical approach to the management of software development and maintenance. So first point here is ensure good management for any project on which they work, including effective procedures for promotion of quality and reduction of risk. Second is ensure that software engineers are informed of standards before being held to them. आप जब भी किसी को क्वालिटी के लिए डांटेंगे कि आपने ऐसा नहीं किया या आपने इस बात का ध्यान नहीं रखा, तो you will always ensure that you inform them prior कि what is expected from them, what are the standards that they need to fulfill. Then only you can hold them responsible for that. Next is ensure that software engineers know the employer's policies and procedures for protecting passwords, files, and information that is confidential to the employer or confidential to others. जो भी आपकी पॉलिसीज हैं उसको लेके आप सारे इंजीनियर्स को इन्फॉर्म करोगे दैट आर वर्किंग विद यू. Next is assign work only after taking into account appropriate contributions of education and experience tempered with a desire to further that education and experience. आप जब भी किसी को भी काम असाइन करोगे तो उसके एजुकेशन एक्सपीरियंस को कंसीडर करोगे एज वेल एज his desire to further increase his education and experience. That should be taken into account. Next is ensure realistic quantitative estimates of cost, schedule, personal, quality, and outcomes on any project on which they work or propose to work and provide an uncertainty assessment of these estimates. ठीक है, अगेन जैसे मैंने पहले भी बोला, as you grow into this organizational ladder, you are expected to have very good estimates of all these parameters. And as also at the same time, if something goes south, like something starts taking more time or the requirements starts changing or a personnel has left the team, in all these cases, you should be able to evaluate the uncertainty assessment, how the estimates will change in those cases. Next is attract potential software engineers only by full and accurate description of the conditions of employment. The point is again, software engineers ढूंढना आसान काम नहीं है. You are looking forward to some of the very intelligent people of the society who can dedicatedly work on, imagine, use their creativity, use their analytical skills to build something out of the air. Okay, it is not like we are making something from some tools or metal or sand or something like that. It is completely made in concept through the capability of one's brain, and it becomes very difficult to find good software engineers. Here, they are what they are trying to say is that you will strive for attracting potential software engineers, but not at the cost of hiding the description or the conditions of employment. You should always outright declare them before hiring any potential engineer. Next is offer fair and just remuneration. You should offer uh, the right amount of payment or remuneration to all your engineers. Next is not unjustly prevent someone from taking a position for which that person is suitably qualified. All right, you will always ensure that. Next is ensure that there is a fair agreement concerning ownership of any software, processes, research, writing, or other intellectual property to which a software engineer has contributed. You will always ensure that contribution is taken care of. Next is provide for due process in hearing charges of violation of an employer's policy or of this code. Not ask a software engineer to do anything inconsistent with this code. ठीक है, इसका भी आपको ध्यान रखना है. Do not ask any of your subordinate engineer to do anything that is against this code. Next is not punish anyone for expressing ethical concerns about a project. That is also very important. Now we come to profession. Now what we have talked about till now is public, the society. Sorry, not society. We're not talked about society right now. In general, public. We have talked about clients and employers. We have talked about product. We have talked about judgment, management. Now we are talking about profession at large, the profession of software engineering. Now, software engineers shall advance the integrity and reputation of the profession consistent with the public interest. You have all the rights and you are responsible for taking the technology forward, taking the profession forward. Now, here you can do that by helping develop an organizational environment favorable to acting it ethically. Next is promote public knowledge of software engineering, extend software engineering knowledge by appropriate participation in professional organizations, meetings, and publications. Support as members of a profession other software engineers striving to follow this code, not promote their own interest at the expense of the profession, client, or employer. And finally, obey all laws governing their work unless in exceptional circumstances such compliance is inconsistent with the public interest. Next is be accurate in stating the characteristics of software on which they work, avoiding not only false claims but also claims that might reasonably be supposed to be speculative, vacuous, deceptive, misleading, or doubtful. Next is take responsibility for detecting, correcting, and reporting errors in software and associated documents on which they work. Next is ensure that clients, employers, and supervisors know of the software engineer's commitment to this code of ethics and subsequent ramifications of such commitment. Okay, you should always make your clients and employers aware about this, that you are committed to this code of ethics and you are not very much willing to stray away from it until and unless it is very much required. Next is avoid associations with businesses and organizations which are in conflict with this code. आप उनसे दूर रहने की कोशिश करोगे. Next is recognize that violations of this code are inconsistent with being a professional software engineer. Okay, आप समझो कि whenever you will violate this code, you are going against your expectation as a professional engineer. Next is express concerns to the people involved when significant violations of this code are detected, unless this is impossible, counterproductive, or dangerous. Okay. Next is report significant violations of this code to appropriate authorities when it is clear that consultation with people involved in these significant violations is impossible, counterproductive, or dangerous. जब भी आप देखते हैं कि this code is getting violated, then you will inform to appropriate authorities. ठीक है, but ensure that while you are reporting to that, you are not making something dangerous or counterproductive for yourself. फॉर एग्जाम्पल लेट से आप हर छोटी छोटी बात पे जा जाके शिकायत करना शुरू हो गए कि वो ऐसा नहीं कर रहा, वो ऐसा नहीं कर रहा, वो ऐसा नहीं कर रहा, तो आप खुद का काम कब करोगे? You also need to ensure that it does not hamper your productivity or it becomes dangerous for you. Next is sorry, the here the heading is wrong. This is not profession, this is colleagues. Now we are talking about our colleagues. So software engineers shall be fair to and supportive of their colleagues. By doing, encourage colleagues to adhere to this code, assist colleagues in professional development, credit fully the work of others and refrain from taking undue credit, review the work of others in objective, candid, and properly documented way, give a fair hearing to the opinions, concerns, or complaints of a colleague, assist colleagues in being fully aware of current standard work practices, including policies and procedures for protecting passwords, files, and other confidential information, and security measures in general. Not unfairly intervene in the career of any colleague. However, concern for the employer, the client, or public interest may compel software engineers in good faith to question the competence of a colleague. Alright, so this is what you need to take care of in concern of your colleagues. In situations outside of their own areas of competence, call upon the opinions of other professionals who have competence in that area. आपको इस बात का भी ध्यान रखना है. Now it comes to yourself as an engineer. So software engineer shall participate in lifelong learning. That is very important because software is ever-changing field. So you should have it imbibed in you that you have to go for lifelong learning regarding the practice of their profession and shall promote an ethical approach to the practice of the profession. All right, so you need to take care of that. Here, the first point is further the knowledge of developments in the analysis, specification, design, development, maintenance, and testing of software and related documents, together with the management of the development process. आपको ये सब चीज़ें सीखने की कोशिश करनी है. Improve their ability to create safe, reliable, and useful quality software at reasonable cost and within a reasonable time. Next is improve their ability to produce accurate, informative, and well-written documentation. Now, documentation is an inseparable part of writing a software. Always understand that when you write a program, it is only about the code and the data. But when you write a software, it is very much about the code and the data, but as well as it is the documentation, the user perspectives, the business perspectives, they all become very, very important. And documentation plays a very important role. You will get to learn through some subjects later that how much documentation plays an important role in software engineering. But right now, ensure that documentation is very important for any professional work to get done. So if you are not comfortable with documentation or if you are trying to refrain from it, start like accepting that documentation as a crucial part of any profession, and you should be ready to ensure that you produce accurate, informative, and well-written documentation. Next is improve their understanding of the software and related documents on which they work and of the environment in which they will be used. Improve their knowledge of relevant standards and the law governing the software and related documents on which they work. Improve their knowledge of this code, its interpretation, and its application to their work. Not give unfair treatment to anyone because of any irrelevant prejudices. आपकी खुद की प्रीवियस प्रीजुडिसेस के बेसिस पे आप किसी को इवेलुएट नहीं करोगे या किसी के साथ अनफेयर ट्रीट नहीं करोगे. नेक्स्ट इज टू नॉट इन्फ्लुएंस अदर्स टू अंडरटेक एनी एक्शन दैट इन्वॉल्व्स अ ब्रीच ऑफ दिस कोड. Recognize that personal violations of this code are inconsistent with being a professional software engineer. Whenever you try to violate this code, you are drifting away from the others' expectation from you as a professional engineer. And whatever you do in contradiction to this code means that you are not being a software engineer in that case. All right, so these were the ACM IEEE Software Engineering Code of Ethics and Professional Practice. This is something that you should refer to time and again. They are very useful to you as a software engineer. I want that all of you should at least go through them like slowly and at least try to understand what they are trying to say point by point. I've tried to go through them through this lecture. Although there was nothing much to explain in that, but I've tried to emphasize on points that are really very important and generally students miss out on them. But still, you should go through them as and when required within your career.